Hey guys, this is Kamiguno, and today I'm doing a review for Teen Wolf. So let's start talking about this episode. With this episode, we get to see the pack come back together to save Lydia. And of course, there's plenty of barriers they have to go through to try to save Lydia, but it's seeing everyone's different roles to try to get to Eichen House and come up with a plan to do so. But of course, you have Theo and his crew wanting the Hellhound and seeing that Lydia is the key to get to Parish. So that's going on. And also in Miss Martin's head, in Lydia's mother's head, she's noticing, alright, maybe, all this stuff isn't about coincidence and maybe something is going on with my daughter. So she goes to Eichen House to try to figure everything out, finally being the good mother that she should have been, weeks ago, but she's doing it now. And there's a lockdown, and that's where the episode ends. Definitely big cliffhanger ending here. And supposedly this episode is supposed to play as a part 1 and part 2, and it definitely seems that way with stuff coming up for the next episode. So what did I think of the episode overall? I thought this was a much better episode than a lot of the episodes for this season. Like I said, it took a while for the pack to come back together, but once they finally are, the show is good again, in my opinion. And it took a little while, but you understood why they had to do that to make the pack even stronger. And there's some really interesting scenes with the pack. One of my favorites being that ending scene where Scott howls and you see the pack listening. I think it would have been even better to kind of have a shot of Lydia. I guess my little disappointment in this episode was that Lydia says, oh, in Scott's pack. It's like, no, my pack, because you're part of the pack too, Lydia. So I would have liked that, and I guess I would have liked a little bit more Lydia because this is so Lydia-centric, but she's not really in the episode that much. I'm guessing next episode will have more of it, but she's definitely the central vocal point of the episode, or focal point. So, vocal because of banchiness. But, yeah, so, I really did like a lot of the pack scenes. There's some character stuff they still had to deal with, like Liam and Scott, and if they're still good, and seeing how their bond has changed ever since the events of last season. But my favorite being Malia and Kira. I love their friendship, and I don't think there's enough episodes that showcase it, but with this episode, they're mostly teaming up, and it is amazing. These two actors have great chemistry, and it's cool to see their friendship, and even in the comedic moments or the tense moments, they really have some great chemistry. Honestly, I could compare it to, like, they are like the female version of Styles and Scott in a way, or at least that friendship in my opinion. So I think that's kind of cool. I like that bond they're making. So next episode looks really cool with Lydia's escape. I'm very happy that they're utilizing Lydia's mom. I'm still really curious of what's going on in her mind, because it still seems like something's up. Like, really? You really thought all that was a coincidence? Alright, I still don't believe you, but okay, we'll say that for now. And now she's literally being trapped there to show what the supernatural stuff is about. And I think what I would like to see from that scene or from next episode is just, like, see, Lydia's mother come face to face with Lydia saying, oh, wow, you are a supernatural being. And, oh, this is your pack. Just like how Scott's mother had to deal with it. Styles' father dealt with it in a different way, and they went full on. It's like, oh, the supernatural world exists, and then you have a fun time of them figuring it out, and being part of the pack in a little way also. And I hope we get to see that with Lydia's mom too, because we waited a really long time for this. So, I'm curious to see how they deal with it in the next episode. Negatives towards this episode, honestly, it was only Theo. I understand why he was in the episode, obviously, because he is the main villain, and they needed the Hellhound, but I actually think this episode would have been better if the Theo plot wasn't in this episode, or not even a part of it. Like, it just would have been a really cool pack episode if it had nothing to do with Theo. But understandably, hey, you need Theo because he's the main villain, but still a pretty lackluster main villain for this season in my opinion. But we'll see where it goes next episode. But those are my thoughts. A much better episode, and I really can't wait to watch the next week's episode with Lydia and what's going on with her. Is she gonna escape? Let's hope so, and rejoin the pack, because she is our our missing member there. So that's my thoughts. Of course, I'll have a Teen Wolf review late once again next week, but it will be the day of airings. So hope you guys enjoyed. This is Comic Uno. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Don't forget to like my Facebook page. Also, description below, there's links from my comic book, Like Father, Like Daughter. And don't forget to like the Facebook page of Like Father, Like Daughter. I'll see you guys later.